Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Greetings, brothers and sisters. Alive from or in the garden. Saigon, it's now. It's always now, remember. So, yes, today's episode tract ion, distract ion. They gave me the name Rodney Josephson. Eagle Tree, son of Joseph, from fictional island paradise. Born in stone. Yes. Here I am again, alive, live, dwelling in the garden here in Saigon. See, nice, you probably can see the nice flowers on the back. It's paradise. I mean, it is the garden. The Garden of Eden, because it's here, so it must be there too. Yeah, all those wonderful entertainment, entertainment, and as I've mentioned before, what entertainment means to something that enters in the mind, to enter and keep within its reach the content or the subject in the mind, to be entertained, whether it's it's from the external world or what. You entertain something in your memory or your mind, and so you then are therefore dwelling in that attainment, because it entered into. Okay, so this is a good one. I like it. This is self-explanatory from my perspective, but I'll walk you through it. I'll have to do other videos. I did something like this. This is all based on material I've written and enlightenment or revelations, as they may say. And I did some video some last year or a year ago or something related to this. But it's also in one of the books I wrote. So, but I'm getting a little bit more into the basis of this, the screen of life. Consciousness control. This is your control panel. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Now, these are different stages of realization. I'm getting a ringing in my right ear. I must be speaking my ultimate truth. So, when you've gotten to this stage of understanding, awareness, or knowing, then it's very easy to grasp the whole thing. It's simple, actually. But depending on where your level is, that means you are a 10 where you are, and you're figuring out what's the next 10 level, you know what I mean? So, but of course, you have to do a little house cleaning. Clean the house, clean the toilets and all that, and become more aware of what's going on. And then you could understand this very quickly. So to get to this stage or this level of consciousness or whatever, no one's higher or lower than anybody else. But anyway, to get to this particular position, if you want to call it that, positions of awareness, you're going to have to go through some processes of self-realization, and it's okay. There's nothing. Don't be ashamed or depressed or feeling bad about things, about what you've done before in the past. As Jesus said before they killed him on the cross, man is forgiven, for he knows not what he does. Okay, so what that means is that forgive yourself. It's okay. Forgive others. It's okay. But it's just it's a movie, and some movie scenes are more dramatic than others. But you got to pull yourself back out and realize what's going on. You're the director, the writer, the actor, producer, the role playing the roles, whatever. You got to realize, step back, and everybody else is also playing those roles too. That's why it's so fun. So anyway, let's get back into this fun picture here. Again, it's not flat and it's not linear. I'm trying to. This is an all-encompassing. It's everything, all around, because you are the center of your entertainment, of your universe, entertaining all these things and creating things and moving on to other things. So basically, what we want to consider is it's all about energy. Who you are, what your essence is, and what you radiate and what you project, and what is reflected back, and so on. So emotion, emote ions, motion, mote ion, because to move is to like create. Is it a still picture or is it a motion picture? Obviously, if things are still, it's not non-movement. Therefore, it's fixed. You could say it's dead because there's no movement. Or it's very slow. Project ion, reflect ion. So this is all going on continuously, no matter what you're doing, to a certain extent. Now let's go back. In the beginning, I was with the Father before the world was. I'm going back to the glory I once had before it was. So that's the beginning. So the beginning is this, the before. So I'm going back to the before, the beginning. I'm going back to the so-called void, the gap. I have here a transition point, gap, void, or pivot point, if you want to call it that. So when I know that I am, or that is the being that I represent. I'm in the physical flesh body, representing. This is my mask. This is my body that's been formed to put on all these shows on this wonderful stage of life. All the world's a stage, as Shakespeare says, right? Okay, so now the monad or God or whatever you want to call it, I mean, the all, everyone is a part of the all in one form or another, in one shape or another. It's like a dressing, a costume. All these plants are every plant here is a little bit different. Even some look the same basically, but they're blooming different colored flowers, but the plant itself, its basic structure, the trunk or the leaves, are exactly the same as the other ones, but each one's pumping out a different color. Yo, brother. We're all brothers and sisters, right? So you go back into this void, the nothingness, of which you are aware of the nothingness, because you will observe or experience the nothingness where everything can and does exist if you allow it or observe it. So that awareness of, being conscious. So if you're aware of being conscious, that means you are technically in control of it. You're a part of it and every possibility of it. So we have the screen of life. It's infinite, forever, go on any direction, all up and down, sideways. It's just infinite. Now, I have these different screens. So I am from the within, or let's say, the within is then going to you're going to the outer world, the without, the physical world. So now the body, the being is in the body, the spirit, or the individual soul, or whatever you would like to call it, or it's all encompassing. So now it's in the body. So this individualized individuation, as Carl Jung would say, is then potentially managing and controlling all of his I call them contextualized blocks. It could be considered as it's just a frame, if you want, like a movie. But so I expanded. I went here to this one and I expanded. So here's a context. It's a formation, formation, ions, substance. So this has formed into some physical substance, contextual environment, environmentalization. Oh yeah, I can feel the energy. So if I dwell in that, I formed that scene. And I play the role, whatever that may be. Now, because I know I'm doing this, I can leave it and come back. Okay, so I go back. I can maybe go to this one, but I'm figuring, maybe, what is this one about? Now, is that from me? Was that from what someone else told me, my parents or something? A little programming, scripting. Here's one with a flower in it. There's some garden or whatever. I mean, these are your memories or places within your so-called framework of your existence. Now, I can go to an old memory. I can go to a new memory. Where do I want to dwell? Now, throughout the day, most likely you're boom, 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 boom all over this thing. Ain't that right? I mean, I do it, but I'm more in control. I know what I'm doing overall. And if I catch something that's drifting in, of course, I'm not going to fight it. I just observe it and acknowledge it and let it go, because it's there. Now, we got here this one. We've got the abyss, vacuum. So, I can go into one of those things as a black hole and get sucked into it. Oh, where am I? Oh. I get stuck in some file, ep, stone. Oh, sorry, steen. Entertainment. Entertainment. And then my emote ions are getting distract ion. My eye on is not where I want my eye on. It's on something else that I was distracted to. Get the point? So I can go into the abyss and start reading all this, probably 80% of everything that's now in social media, as they would call it, or mainstream media, is all AI generated, scripted, AI generated, maybe based on some basic concepts, but all you can see it in the way it's written. You can see it in the graphics. I mean, it's just clear as day, brothers and sisters. Oh, but I use the AI too. Well, how much did you use the AI to make that? And did you read it after the AI made it? Now remember, it's a tool. A chainsaw is a tool. A screwdriver is a tool. Is that screwdriver now my God? Is that screwdriver going to control me? Is it going to screw me? It could. If I didn't know what I'm doing. So you can get sucked into the vacuum if you don't know what you're doing. So there are a lot of black holes out there now. Your energy, it should be self-contained, not getting sucked into the abyss. Well, that's only my opinion. It's up to you, brothers and sisters. So I can go anywhere on the screen. I can make new screens and go into them and then come back out and go back. Again, it's like last night I had no, it wasn't last night. It was yesterday. I had a nice nap, about an hour and a half. And I'm in bed. I did a little meditating. And I went to, I fell asleep after breathing or whatever and relaxing. And I was in the dream. Now, again, it's everything is a dream, very vivid, very clear. So I'm in the, I'm walking down some there's little shops and things like that, and there was some activity going on, and I remember seeing, remember seeing some people in one room, and there was some activity going on, and so anyway, I had a package, so I go into that room. And then they weren't there, and I knew this is a set up. I just knew it's a setup. So I had the package and I left. And I walk out of that room, and I'm looking around for a place to put it, and I saw like a cabinet, a shelf, so I put it up on top of the shelf, and then I woke up. And then I, in the next scene, I was in the back of a of a police car, and I saw like security or whatever guards over there. I was in the car alone, sitting in the back seat, not cuffed. I was just in the back seat, and I'm going like, no, this scene sucks. I'm getting out of here. And then I got out and I woke up. So, I was here and I went to a scene. Now I don't know how that was derived. I mean, it's just there are many reasons why that type of thing may happen. But we won't go into that. That's another story. But I'm just telling you, I knew what was going on. I knew that it was a set up, and I knew that I can get out of it. So that's one way of looking at that moment, that context. So, yeah, so reality or this world is a dream. In many cases, a nightmare for a lot of reasons. Especially if you're reading all that wonderful entertainment on social media and watching the news. Yeah, so you need to get back into the center, the calm, peaceful nothingness, the within, because the world is without. The more you go into the outer world and function in that without knowing the inner world, the more you're going to go into those traps and get sucked in. And you won't know how to get out. Because you're stuck in the void, isn't it? The abyss. So you are the center, the control panel center screen of life. So start making some good scenes, brothers and sisters. Dream the dream of life, whichever one you choose. And then you can enjoy it for a while and then come back out and go to another one. For infinity. Isn't that great? I think it is. I think that's the most awesome revelation anybody could ever come to. Because no one ever dies. Infinite number of possibilities. So I'm going to end it on that one. I think that was a mouthful. So again, seek within because the world is without. I will keep saying that and saying that until you get the point. Harmony, peace, love. That's it. You're at the top. Continue to expand the top, because you're always at the top, no matter where you are. Just know you're there and go to another top, a better top, and better and better and better. That's it. So I'm going to leave it there. Faith. Love, hope, peace, faith, and Christ. Christ means conscious. Christ consciousness. So that's it. I will go. If you want to talk, send me a message, drop a line. It's telepathy, however you'd like to do it. Or not. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Alive, dwelling in the garden. It's now. Ciao.